You know Cantona, right, but the impact he had on his team, and not just to win things. Think of what he did for the class of '92. Think of what he did for Man United.
Just being a part of the most successful side in Premier League history is an honor of the highest order. But when every player in that team claims you to be the best of them all, the most talented, and the main focal point of galvanizing a winning formula, your status in the game is elevated to Mount Rushmore level.
You don't look at people like that, but Cantona could. And everyone accepted that.
Eric was an exceptionally talented player that shaped the Premier League by becoming not only the first true great foreign player to compete in it, but arguably the best player while doing so.
And what I used to love about Eric, when he showed for it, he showed for it properly.
A feat that hasn't been forgotten by his teammates and rivals.
We were all in awe of Eric from the first moment he arrived at the club.
I think I was the only person in Premier League history to score a goal and run off, and the camera go on Eric. The camera go on Eric.
He scored a few goals against Southampton, and I have to say the defenders in the Southampton, I never enjoyed playing against him.
Oh, he's so strong, he just held him off. Cantona.
He's got pace, he's got power, he's got balance. I suppose he's great at him, gets nice vision.
Well, he's the best player I've ever had as a manager. I've had some tremendous players, but he's got things that wins games, he's got things that influence games, and he's got a pride in his performance that inspires you as a manager.
You know, I think at Manchester United, if anything was going to go to Eric, give it to Eric. Everyone win the ball back, give it to Eric.
On the biggest stage.
What were your impressions, your first impressions of Eric Cantona?
Eric was obviously a brilliant player, scored big goals for Man United, big character, good personality, good lad in the trenches when you go into away grounds. People kind of refer to him as a bit of a maverick, but he loved the game. He loved the game. He was a good lad for training.
I think he had a big influence on all of us, really. Not so much by speaking to us, but just by his actions, by the way he trained. I think he was probably the first player I saw go in the gym before training, or go in the gym after training, or stay out on the football, on the training pitch, whether he was doing a bit of extra running, a bit of sprinting, a bit of kicking, a bit of technique.
Cantona again. It's almost as if he's got a baton in his hand and is conducting the orchestra.
And he was the one that sort of pulled the strings. He was sort of like the conductor and put the little balls through and got on the end of crosses and got on the end and finished goals.
The demeanor, the look, the attitude, the almost, people say arrogance, I'll call it, he was a confident man. And he was letting you know, collar up, chest out, I look at you, who are you? You know, from toes to, you don't look at people like that. But Cantona could, and everyone accepted that.
The thing about Eric is, he's very much his own man. If you respect him fully, he gives you everything.
Sidestepping one, sidestepping two!
I loved his aura, and I always used to think, look at him, the way he walks on that pitch. You know, he had his collars up, and he knew he was good. He knew he was good.
And he's tiptoeing his way through beautifully.
I think it was fair to say, though, we all didn't quite realise how good he was until he come and trained with us a couple of times. The way he went about his business on the training ground, he was a breath of fresh air.
Because he was really the first foreign star that came into our club. To see him walk about the corridors, to see him train, it was one of those moments where, as youth team players, you just sit there in awe of everything that Eric did.
Oh my goodness me! Eric Cantona has jumped in and scissor kung fu kick a fan!
He had the temper. He's a bit like Rooney now. I think if you take the temper away from him, then he wouldn't be half the player.
He was a big lad, wasn't he?
I was a beast, yeah. You wouldn't want to whack a massive
chest.
99 things out of 100 are straightforward in the lad. He loves his training, he loves to practice. He's got great pride. He's got a short fuse.
Eric was one that got away with quite a bit because he was just different. You know, he was different the way he dressed, the way he acted, the way he portrayed himself.
But I also think the manager gave him that element of freedom to perform, to really show his talents on a football field. And everybody else sort of moulded themselves around that.
He really didn't care what other people thought about him. He played the game how he wanted to play it. And he had a kind of arrogance and a confidence about on a football pitch, which I really admired, I must admit. And some of the goals that he scored for Manchester United kind of took your breath away and just made you just go, yeah, that was pretty special.
It's come for Cantona,
And when he turned up, he just took us onto a new level and really brought something special to the team. He was a special bloke, Eric.
I was born to play for Manchester United.
Manchester United number 7, Eric Cantona.
He was different. He trained differently. He looked after himself differently. As time went on, he just changed everybody's mentality.
Eric Cantona, yeah, phenomenal. Carried Man United. You're talking the biggest club in the world of football, in my opinion, and he carried them. You know, winning games 1-0, scoring goals.
It comes for Cantona.
To be associated with this kind of names and with Cantona was, wow, he make history. I need to do much more things to be compared to him. Wow, what a player.
He was phenomenal, really, and really did carry the team quite a lot of the time.
But the impact he had on his team, and not just to win things, think of what he did for the class of '92. Think of what he did for Man United.
He's that much bigger and better than other players, and I think the opposition realised that.
You know, what I used to love about Eric, when he showed for it properly. Some strikers show for it, but they're like, I'm showing, but don't give it to me. I don't want it in tight areas. Whereas Eric had the presence, the confidence, the personality, particularly at Old Trafford, when you might be under pressure to say, yeah, give it to me. I'll deal with it.
That's a brilliant skill.
And sort of one of the overriding memories that I have was just him turning up in the big moments, scoring that single goal in a game when you needed it most.
A lot of his goals are big goals. You know, he wasn't getting a hat-trick, getting the fourth, fifth and sixth goal and a 6-1 win. He was getting the first goal in games and winning 1-0 or getting the equaliser.
And particularly with my time at the club, you know, he scored so many big goals in big games. And ultimately that's what it's about, and I think that's why the fans love him as well.
Manchester United number 7, Eric Cantona.
Because as a United fan, you grow up knowing that number 7 shirt has been worn by Eric Cantona. As much as I was going to miss Eric, I was kind of happy that I had the number 7 shirt, and then kind of nervous that I had to live up to anything that he came close to.
And for me, I have to give him his credit, because without him, there wouldn't have been any other French players, maybe, but who knows? But he's the guy that started it for me.
Remember, Manchester United have gone 26 years, I think, without winning a title. He joins, and they win 4 of the next 5 titles.
Yeah, I couldn't talk highly enough of him. I'm a massive fan.
And for £1 million, it must be the best signing of all time, really.
But Eric was just, I can't speak highly enough of him.
You think of the Premier League, anyone around the world, they think of Manchester United, and that is down to him.
For whenever he was at United, you know, he is still a god, and everybody still sings about him, everybody still mentions him, and he will go down in, you know, folklore history.
I owe my success to Manchester United, to my manager, Alex Ferguson, and the fans, for all the pleasure they give me to play in this magnificent football, English football. Thank you very much to everybody.